Hello Space Friends! Recently I've had a lot of requests for a basic tutorial on target calling, so today we're going to look at a quick clip we had from a roam into Providence, where Spectre Fleet took out about a 60-man MOA and Scythe gang to try and see if we could stir up a little action. So the doctrine that we used was MOAs, and MOAs are quite a simple doctrine that are used because they are easy to fly and quite effective for their price. They have a good shield resist bonus, making them tankier, as well as afterburners to give them just a little bit of signature tank. They're also extremely to fly for inexperienced pilots, because other than anchoring on the FC with their afterburner permanently running, the only thing that they have to focus on is shooting the enemy and broadcasting for reps when people actually target them. Now, the doctrine that you use in fleet commanding heavily affects the target calling that you use in fleet warfare. Now, what do I mean by that? Taking the MOAs themselves as an example, we are kinetic locked in terms of the damage that we can deal. The railguns deal heavy kinetic damage with a small portion of thermal damage, so as the FC, you have to take this into account when calling targets. Especially in fleets where logistics is involved, the effectiveness of enemy reps is greatly multiplied if they have a high resistance to the primary damage that you're dealing. If you're the FC of something that's like Ruptures, where you have the choice of dealing damage, you have to let your fleet know what damage type you want them to use so that you can be most effective in dealing that damage to the opposing fleet. Now, one of the things that most people seem not to realize is that the resistance profile of ships in EVE is not unique. You can generally categorize the resistance types that ships have by group, and this is especially prevalent in T2. T1 does have some variance between the resists which are high, which are low, but generally they're not into a high enough percentage where it matters in fleet warfare. However, in the Tech 2, you can get some very extreme resistance differences between ships. For example, Amar T2 is pretty good to explosive, Caldari T2 is especially susceptible to EM damage, Galente T2 can tank a lot of kinetic damage, and Minmotar T2 is nearly invulnerable to EM damage. Now, you have to take these things into account when fighting T2 ships, most importantly when engaging ships like recons, which are force multipliers. These ships are used in almost every engagement, whether they are kiting fleets or tanking fleets, and you have to know which recons you can take out, and which recons you are probably going to have to deal with in other ways, such as E-War. Now, I have a spreadsheet that will list these resistances if you want to use it as reference, and I'll give that a link to the video below. But I think that's enough precursor to this, so let's take a look at this actual engagement as we jump into a Vexor gang that is sitting 60 kilometers off of our in-gate, and I'll let the comms roll. Sorry, my scout said something about the outgate.
Check. In XHQ, there are a lot of Vexor Navy issues and X-Garrus on the gate.
Perfect. Let's go fight then. Everybody line to XHQ. I'm going to broadcast it. I hope you guys learned how to broadcast and not die. Is there anyone still in Deedle and SS Gamma coming that I should wait for you? I don't really want to, but I'll consider it.
You should wait for me.
Where are you, Doug?
Okay. I'm in my Miyoko right now.
Okay, align to XHQ, please. Align to XHQ. I really hope you're listening to me this time. Vexor Navy issues, which means we are going to be doing a keep it range anchor because they use drones and they don't give a fuck about tracking. 3, 2, 1, I want you to take this fleet warp and prepare for battle.
Who's your logic commander, by the way?
You are, Chilia. Of course you are.
Holy shit, okay.
You know, it wouldn't be a Jane fleet if Doug didn't get banned from
Shut up,
speaking
Ibn.
at least
Battle
once.
comms. How many in local, my scout?
48.
Okay, thank you. Are they right on the gate at 0?
No,
they're
they're off gate. Drones are deployed off gate.
Are they sentries? What type of drones are they?
They are sentries.
Okay, perfect. What types of sentries? Hopefully not curators.
Curator 2.
Try to see you in 1 second.
Are there any bubbles on the in-gate?
Negative on the bubbles.
Okay, how far are the Vexor Navy users off the gate?
Drones are curators, Navy curators. 50 off the gate.
Oh, 50 off, this is fun. Jump and hold your cloak, jump and hold your cloak, jump and hold your cloak. This will be Spike. I should have gotten you guys to load Spike before we jumped, but that's my bad. Do not deploy drones off the start. So this is how it's going to go. We're going to be staying cloak. Do not break your cloak. How it's going to work is I'm going to decloak a split second first before anyone else, so I draw my aggro. Logi will decloak immediately afterwards and pre-rep me so that I stay alive.
Tie-dye!
After that, essentially, your first thing to do is essentially approach the gate, and it's likely, this is OSIMs, they're a bomber group, it's likely that we'll have to overheat our reps to essentially survive. So do not aggress at first. I'm going to decloak first, everyone is going to decloak second. Pre-reps on the Ferox, do not fire until I ask for it. I'm going to decloak in 3, 2, decloaking now, everyone else approach gate now. Go, go, go. Afterburners on, reps on, approach the gate, do not aggress. Do not aggress, get to the gate, get to the gate, get to the gate.
Can we rep?
Yes, rep, do not aggress. Rep, do not aggress. Rep, do not aggress. Any bombs?
Broadcast for shield, guys.
Not yet. Not yet.
No bombs, eh? I'm waiting for it. Load spike. Logi, are we holding?
Lost one.
If you're getting shot at, just jump through the gate.
And broadcast early, guys.
Okay, load spike. Your first priority is going to be this Lachesis. Let's go. Let's fight. Shoot the Lachesis, please. Shoot the Lachesis. Shoot the Lachesis. Secondary is going to be this Executor here. This Executor here is your secondary, followed by this Vexor Navy issue here. Shoot the Lachesis. Secondary is going to be the Executor of Games X4. Games X4. Get ready to switch off KUH onto GAM in the Executor. 3, 2, 1. Switch onto GAM in the Executor. GAM in the Executor. Anchor up, get off the gate, anchor on me. Off the gate, anchor on me. We need to get closer. Turn your afterburners on. If you're not close to me, turn your afterburners on, overheat them. GAM is going down. Your secondary is DRI in the Vexor Navy issue. After that, we're going to be going on to the Hugin of REV. Hugin of REV after the Vexor Navy issue is down.
People.
That's fine. We're going to keep going. Vexor Navy issue of DRI after him onto REV in the Hugin. REV in the Hugin is going to be your secondary. After that, we're going to go on TOH in the Vexor Navy issue. He's down. Go on to the Hugin. Give me 2 overheat cycles on the Hugin, please. REV. Secondary is going to be the Vexor Navy issue of TOH. TOH is your next in the Vexor Navy issue. After that, I want to be going on to the Lachesis of KUH. We're going to go back onto him. And then we're going to go on to ALE in the Executor. Vexor Navy issue, please. Vexor Navy issue. Keep him down. TOH in the Vexor Navy. Get ready to switch back on the Lachesis of KUH. 3, 2, 1. KUH. Let's go right now, right now, right now. Your secondary is ALE in the Executor. After that, we're going to be going on to Admiral. Admiral in the Vexor Navy issue is your next one after that, followed by TAB. How are our reps holding? How are our reps holding?
Holding.
3 lodges down.
Okay, Alex in
down,
the
but we're
Executor,
still
Alex in the
holding.
Executor, Alex in the Executor. After that, it's going to be TAB in the Executor. TAB in the Executor. TAB in the Executor is going to be after that. TAB in the Executor. Who is this? Trace.
Seriously?
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, there's going to be a Scimitar. Switch to Antimatter, please. Switch to Antimatter, switch to Antimatter, switch to Antimatter. There's a Scimitar here. Scimitar here is going to be your next one. Scimitar here is going to be your next one. Fire on the Scimitar, get your Antimatter loaded. D-lock everything except for the Scimitar. Go on the Scimitar now of PID, Scimitar of PID, PID in the Scimitar, PID in the Scimitar. After that, I want to go on to this Scimitar here. After that, I want to go on to, let's go for, okay, I'm being shot at. Yep, PID in the Scimitar.
They stop lobbing our skites.
Yeah, I'm jammed out here. Okay guys, try for that Scimitar. There's not deploy your drones now and go for any frigates that are near you. Any frigates that are near you. And turn on your afterburners and start reapproaching the gate. Start reapproaching the gate with your afterburners on. Shoot the stiletto of SAM. The stiletto of SAM. After that, try for the scythe of FAB. The scythe of FAB. And after the scythe of FAB, you can try for the tornado of BRA. The tornado of BRA is after that.
More lodges down.
Yeah, we're losing to the second group.
Afterburners on, get back towards the gate. And set your orbits to orbit the gate at 500 meters with your afterburners on. Orbit the gate at 500 meters with your afterburners on. And looks like that tornado is still alive. Can you be how is the BRA and the tornado doing?
Holding.
Taken.
Okay. There's
Logi, leave chat if dead.
There's a Griffin of WHI. Shoot the Griffin of WHI, and after that, try for ZEN in the Blackbird. ZEN in for the Blackbird. And after the Blackbird, if he can't be killed, start deaggressing, and jump out if you can. You can also, you're at the edge of the bubble, so if you can burn out of the bubble and warp off to a Celestial, do that now. I'm off grid. Julia, if you're still alive, can you guide the rest of the fleet to try and get them safe?